Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. I'm Katie Stazak. It's Saturday. The Rainbow Six had a mandatory payout yesterday. More than $36,000 was paid out to multiple winning ticket holders. But the Rainbow Six starts fresh today in race number 5, and there'll be another great opportunity to walk home with a great sum of cash from just a 20-cent base wager. We also have the featured Alatua Handicap in race number 8. So let's get right to all the great action. Here are the track and weather conditions.
The main track is fast and the turf course is firm. The first race on Saturday's card is a $6,250 claiming event. 3-year-olds and upward, which have not won a race since November 23rd, 2014, will be sprinting 6 furlongs on the main track. Scratch the 6, Rocky Gap.
Racing at Gulfstream to a level beginning. Feels like flying toward the inside begins nicely. The veteran Great Victorian moves to challenge, and Reggae Boy is now moving to challenge. In fact, Reggae Boy is going to go up and take the lead. Feels like flying is second. Great Victorian and Telemberto are next. Unleash the Humor on the outside. Makeout Man between them, and Royal Fighter and Many Crews are last of all, but they're only 3 lengths behind as they're tightly knit here as they move past the half-mile pole. From between them, Feels like flying leads. 3 wide Reggae Boy toward the inside. Great Victorian. Royal Fighter slipped through inside to get into 4th after 23-2 opening quarter time. Then to the outside, it's Unleash the Humor and Makeout Man. Telemberto near the backfield as they run to the top of the stretch. It's even money on Feels Like Flying, who has the lead. Great Victorian tries to fight back second, 4 lengths in front of Royal Fighter, who's third. There's a 1/4 mile left to go. Feels Like Flying on the outside. Great Victorian on the inside after a 46 4/2 mile. They're at the top of the stretch in lockstep. Top of the lane, Feels Like Flying on the outside. Great Victorian, stubborn, comes right back on the inside. 4 lengths to Royal Fighter, third. 1/8 of a mile to go. The match race continues. Great Victorian not going down without a fight. Feels Like Flying still has the lead. Now Feels Like Flying starts to edge clear, and he'll win it. Feels Like Flying wins it by a length. Second was Great Victorian from Royal Fighter, third. It's a picture for 4th between Telemberto and Unleash the Humor at 1:12 and 4.
Feels Like Flying puts away Great Victorian to get the win in the first race. Arnie Fontanez was aboard for trainer Dario Vega and owner Sergio Vega. Feels Like Flying returned $4 to win. That'll bring us right to the second race. This is an allowance for 3-year-old fillies. They'll be going 1 mile and a 16th on the turf course. A field of 7 set to go to the post.
And they're up. Susie B had to take up after the start. Toward the inside, Cosmic Harmony and Gorgeous Dream are the first 2 out. In fact, it's Cosmic Harmony who establishes that clear early lead. A Bit Keen is free flying from behind the speed, up on the outside and trying to move up as Like a Queen. Sent very wide, 4 or 5 wide to the turn, as Little Bit Lovely floated out around that first corner. Down to the inside, it's Susie B, and 3.5 lengths to the early trailer, A Fleet Mary. They run around the opening turn after a 24-1 opening 1/4 mile. It's Cosmic Harmony and Jose Caraballo by a length and a half. Racing in second is Gorgeous Dream. Free Flying is now third. Toward the outside, Little Bit Lovely is 4th. 2 lengths better than Susie B with Like a Queen on her outside. And 2.5 more to the trailer of Fleet Mary. Separated by 8 lengths as they approach the half-mile pole with Cosmic Harmony still doing the heavy lifting. Leads it by a length and a 1/4 to Gorgeous Dream. Second, Free Flying is now third. Racing in 4th is Little Bit Lovely. They're in post position order. 5th is Susie B. Now moving up on the inside is A Fleet Mary, and Like a Queen is the trailer. They went the opening half-mile in 47 4, and they take it around the far turn. Cosmic Harmony strong up top, extends the lead to 3.5. Racing in second now is still Gorgeous Dream toward the inside. Free Flying. Susie B trying to uncork a rally. A Fleet Mary is 4 wide on the outside as they run to the top of the stretch. Cosmic Harmony, yet to face a serious threat, still leads by 3.5 lengths, but Fleet Mary is the one motoring from the outside and into second. Susie B is now third. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Cosmic Harmony, 3-length lead. A Fleet Mary's up into second. Susie B is third, but nobody will reach Cosmic Harmony. Cosmic Harmony and Jose Caraballo 2.5 lengths in front. Second, A Fleet Mary from Susie B third, then Like a Queen 4th in 1:41 and 1.
Cosmic Harmony cannot be caught in the second race. She takes this one wire to wire with Jose Caraballo in the irons. Jose Pinchin was the winning trainer. He also owns a portion of this filly with Christian Mango and Matthew Stable.
Point of entry would not be denied. And they're into the stretch. Point of entry's taking the lead.
Point of entry, a 2-length lead.
It's Point of Entry taking the lead. Point of Entry will go to the Breeders' Cup on a 5-race winning streak.
5-time Grade 1 winner from a deep Phipps family, with the pedigree and physical to become the heir of Dynaformer, point of entry, standing at Adena Springs.
The horse racing industry is trying to convince the U.S. Department of Treasury to modernize regulations relating to parimutuel winnings.
Yeah, please lend your support today by completing an easy-to-use, self-populated message at NTRA.com. It takes less than 2 minutes.
That's NTRA.com. Go there and make your voice heard on this important issue. Thank you for your support.
The third race is a $6,250 claiming event. 3-year-olds and upward, which have not won 2 races, or 3-year-olds will be sprinting 6 furlongs on the main track.
And they're off. Roll on the Navajo begins nicely and goes looking for the lead. Storm Haboob from the inside shows speed to be second. Manny Blue Boy is away in the top flight. He's third. Then it's El Gran Tito with One Proud Dude between horses. Alongside them is Sexy Boy. It's a length back to the outside Chevron Light with Spa City Treasure. And Speed Trap is last of all as they chase the speed of Roll on the Navajo. Roll on the Navajo passes the half mile with a 5-length lead. Storm Haboob is second. Up on the inside and third is El Gran Tito. From the outside, Sexy Boy. From between them, One Proud Dude. Then on the outside, Spa City Treasure, a length better than Speed Trap, followed by Chevron Light. Manny Blue Boy now last as they run around the far turn. Roll on the Navajo giving him no chance at all right now. He's widened at every call. He's now 10 in front. From the outside, trying to get going is Spa City Treasure. He's into second. El Gran Tito's up the inside lane. Sexy Boy from between them. Top of the lane, Roll on the Navajo by 11. From the inside, it's El Gran Tito second. From the outside and coming on, Spa City Treasure. In between them, Storm Haboob. 1/8 of a mile to go. Roll on the Navajo has absolutely run them off their feet here. Roll on the Navajo. Michael Petro, Frank Calabrese, and Tyler Gaffleone, the easiest kind of winner. 6 or 7 in the end. El Gran Tito second. Manny Blue Boy got up third. Close fourth. Sexy Boy or Speed Trap in 1:12 and 4.
Roll on the Navajo is much the best in the third race. He is never challenged here. Tyler Gaffleone was aboard for trainer Michael Petro and owner Frank Calabrese. Roll on the Navajo paid $5 to win. Let's get to the fourth race now. This is a $16,000 claimer. Fillies and mares 3-year-olds and upward, which have not won 2 races, or 3-year-olds will be sprinting 5 furlongs on the turf course. Scratch both of your main track only participants. Those would be the 8 and the 9.
And they're off to a level beginning. From the center, Turf Fast is away the best and goes looking for the early lead. Toward the inside, Tangled Tart comes away with speed. Angel Falls on the outside is away racing in third. From between horses, Penny is now in fourth, a length better than What's Up Kiddo. Then it's Brave Ellen and 3.5 to the trailer. Wild Card Hit, last of all, as they take it into the far turn. Turf Fast is 16-1 and leads the way by a length. Tangled Tart is off the fence second. Angel Falls and What's Up Kiddo are next. Then Penny looking for clear passage. Brave Ellen and Wild Card Hit is at the back as they run to the top of the stretch. Everybody in with the chance, but they'll have to catch Turf Fast if they want to win it. Here's the gray Tangled Tart to the attack on the outside second. Wild Card Hit is widest of all and trying to go on, but Turf Fast is still there. Turf Fast leads at a length and a quarter. Angel Falls and trying to get to him, Tangled Tart. They're all trying to get to Turf Fast. Tangled Tart is weaving, but he's coming on late. Turf Fast, Tangled Tart surging in time. Tangled Tart and Gaffleone wore down Turf Fast. Close third, Angel Falls or Wild Card Hit.
Tangled Tart gets up just in time in the fourth race, giving jockey Tyler Gaffleone back-to-back wins on the card. Ronnie Werner was the winning trainer. For owner, Ralph Stroop. Tangled Tart paid $8.40 to win. The fifth race is a $6,250 claimer. 3-year-olds and upward, which have not won 3 races, will be going a mile on the main track. No scratches or jockey changes to report.
They're off. From the outside, DNA Approved begins nicely. Toward the inside, Potachan moves to challenge. Shiva Curlin is away on the top flight. Also moving to challenge for the lead is Divine Michael. So as they run out of the chute, kind of a tussle for the early lead here. Tail White has the lead from DNA Approved, who's on the outside second. Divine Michael is now third from Shiva Curlin, who's racing in fourth. Then it's Slicka outside racing in fifth now. A length back to Thunder Run and Podeshan toward the inside. That's the top flight runners. It's a stretch of another 5 lengths to the 3 at the back. Grand Mysterio from between them for his friends, and Rock Castle on the outside. Opening quarter in 23 and 4, less than 5 furlongs to go. DNA Approved is now work clear to lead it by 2. Tail White is there in second. Shiva Curlin is now tipping to the 2 path to run on third. Thunder Run on the outside moves up to be fourth, and now staying inside with Shiva Curlin, but he got through and he's into second. Racing in fifth is Slicka, then Divine Michael trying to run on from the back for his friends. Podeshan is in trouble, 3.5 in front of Rock Castle, who's last, and they're won a 47 second half, and DNA Approved has the lead, but Thunder Run comes to call on the outside. Here's Thunder Run to get to the leader. DNA Approved at the 5/16. Shiva Curlin is in touch while third, but needs a little racing room. 2 lengths better than Forest Friends, who's 60-1 and trying to run on as they run to the top of the stretch. 3 quarters, 1:12 and 3. They're at the top of the stretch now with the lead. It's still on the inside. DNA Approved. Shiva Curlin 3 wide. Thunder Run from between them just took over. It's Thunder Run in front. Forest Friends widest of all. Shiva Curlin from between them. 1/8 of a mile to go. Thunder Run starts to get away. Up into second is Shiva Curlin, wandering outside Forest Friends. Late run from Podeshan and Brad Mysterio, but it's Thunder Run in front. Second was Shiva Curlin in front of Forest Friends, then Grand Mysterio, and 1:39 and 4.
Thunder Run splits horses and kicks clear to take the 5th race. Diego Gomez was aboard for trainer Antonio Sano and owners Guarnieri Stables, Inc. Thunder Run returned $4.80 for his victory.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
OBS, the 2-year-old source. 17 OBS sales graduates and counting have won graded stakes in 2015, including Grade 1 winners Carpe Diem and Jack Milton. Don't miss the next opportunity to purchase a quality 2-year-old at the OBS June sale. The sale that produced 2-time Breeders' Cup Mile winner Golden Sense and Florida Horse of the Year Wildcat Red. Over 1,100 2-year-olds and horses of racing age will be offered. OBS, we measure success by performance.
The 6th race is a $10,000 claimer. 3-year-olds and upward will be going 7.5 furlongs on the turf course. Scratch the 2, the 6, the 7, and the 14. Also, Miguel Vasquez will be aboard the 8, Duke Duke.
And they're up. Duke Duke was off a step slow. From the outside, Helper Rye wins the break and goes looking for the lead alongside Fan Base and Stormin' Clooney in the early stages. 3 outside horses cross over in the run to the first turn. It will be Stormin' Clooney who leads it now by 1.5 lengths from Fan Base, who's on heels while second. Helper Rye is now third. It's a stretch of 1.5 lengths to the outside. Overton Square drops over to be fourth now. Then down to his inside is Pickett's Corner racing fifth. From between horses and moving up 6th is Cat and Fiddle. Lost Camper is on his outside. It's a stretch of another 2.5 lengths back to Muta Sadir in front of Imagine That Mom, and Duke Duke is last of all. Down the backstretch with Helper Rye in front by a neck into the 2-path. Fan Base is second. Overton Square 3 wide while third. Lost Camper moves up to be fourth under Arterburn. From between horses, Helper Rye now fifth. Then Pickett's Corner racing in 6th. Toward the outside and racing 7th, Imagine That Mom. From between horses, that's Cat and Fiddle. On the outside, Muta Sadir second last, and the trailer is Duke Duke. That's the 10 of them as they run around the far turn. They win a 46 3/2 mile. With the lead, it's still Stormin' Clooney. Fan Base on the outside is second. Lost Camper looks for racing room toward the inside for third. And then on the outside, Cat and Fiddle. Pickett's Corner. He cuts the corner and moves into contention, but he'll need a spot to run. There's 3/16 to go. Fan Base just took the lead. Now here's Lost Camper into the clear now. From the outside and Helper Ryan far outside. Imagine That Mom. Imagine That Mom coming over the top. Lost Camper strikes the front. Toward the inside, Pickett's Corner. It's Lost Camper. Lost Camper and Brittany Arterburn a winner. It's close for the Miners in 128 left.
It's a blanket finish in the 6th race. 4 of them come to the wire together, and Lost Camper gets the edge. Brittany Arterburn was aboard for trainer Lonnie Arterburn and owner's Black Cat Racing Stable. Lost Camper paid $18.40 to win. The 7th race is a $10,000 maiden claimer. 3-year-olds and upward will be sprinting 6 furlongs on the main track. Scratch the 1, the 5, and the 13.
And they're off. Last in, first out. Market Guessing from the outside goes out to take the early lead. Here's the first or Private Journal to show speed and get into second early on. From between horses, that's Tequila with a Lime away in the top flight. She's third. It's a length back to Gasparilla Invader with Lonesome J on the outside. Indie Artist is up the inside. 2.5 lengths back to Senshi, then Huddy Up. Golden Sand between horses. On the inside and trying to improve is Wild and Wild, and it's 2.5 lengths to the trailer, Richwet Chrono. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Market Guessing leads it by a length and a half. Private Journal is there second. From the outside, Tequila with the Lime is third. 2.5 lengths better than Indie Artist fourth. The rest stringing out behind them now as they run to the top of the stretch. Market Guessing gives them something to think about. Leads it by a length and a half. Private Journal is there second. Toward the inside, Indie Artist is third. From the back doing some work is Wild and Wild. There's a 1/4 mile to go. With the lead, it's still Market Guessing. Comes under a chirp now, though, as Private Journal to the attack on the outside. Second for Sudine. 3 lengths back to the outside. That's Indie Artist third. There's an 1/8 mile to go. Private Journal's up to take the lead. Market Guessing is back second. Indie Artist is next. Then from the 4th spot, that's Wild and Wild, but they're in deep stretch. It's Private Journal moving clear. He didn't want to go out of the gate, but he came out of it just fine. He's a 2-length winner. Second, Market Guessing in front of Indie Artist third. Close fourth, Wild and Wild or Senshi. 1:14.4 the running time.
Private Journal runs down Market Guessing to take the 7th race. He breaks his maiden at first asking for trainer Stanley Gold. Rodney Sudine was the winning jockey for owners Jacks Are Better Farm, Inc. The 8th race is today's feature. This is the $60,000 Alatua Overnight Handicap. Fillies and mares 3-year-olds and upward will be going 1 mile and a 16th on the main track. Scratch the 1, the 2, and the 4.
They're off in the Alatua Overnight Handicap. From the inside, Sweet Basil wins the start and goes looking for the lead. Up on the outside, that's Anna Bugesha to race on in second. Fanny Be Dancing comes away and racing in third, and Imposing Grace is last of the 4 as they bend around the first turn. It's the stretch-out speed of Sweet Basil who makes the tone under Edgar Prado by a length and a 1/4. Fanny Be Dancing is pocketed up for Jonathan Gonzalez with her stablemate Anna Bugesha and Gaffleone right up on the outside now. And trailing the field is Imposing Grace and Manuel Cruz, spotted only 2.5 lengths off the speed as they run into the backstretch. The inside was left open, so Gonzalez took full use of that, and now the leader is Fanny Be Dancing by a neck. Right up on the outside is Sweet Basil. They're in lockstep. Anna Bugesha will stalk from third. Imposing Grace is last of all. They won a 24-3 opening quarter. 2-1 the price. Fanny Be Dancing the leader. Chicago Invader in front to half a length. Racing in second is Sweet Basil for a 48-4 half mile. Anna Bugesha is perched off the speed third, and Imposing Grace rides the rail. And there's not much change in the plot. There's less than half a mile to go. Fanny Be Dancing pushed along by on the outside Sweet Basil. It's 2.5 lengths. Anna Bugesha is being scrubbed on, and Gaffleone's not getting much response. And Cruz goes to work now on Imposing Grace. She has some work to do as well. Favorites are last and second last as they run with less than 5/16 to run. Here's Sweet Basil up to rebid, put away Fanny Be Dancing, and might have put away everybody else. Imposing Grace has that short stretch to try to make up 5 lengths as they run to the top of the stretch. It's Sweet Basil by 3/4 and 1:13 flat. Fanny Be Dancing fights back second. Imposing Grace is now third. Less than 1/8 mile to go. With the lead, it's Sweet Basil. On the outside, Imposing Grace is coming on late. Sweet Basil's almost there. Toward the inside, Fanny Be Dancing, then Imposing Grace. The upset is on. Sweet Basil and the Alatua. By a length and a 1/4, Fanny Be Dancing second, then Imposing Grace third, and Anna Bugesha never heard from. Wound up last in 1:46.3.
Sweet Basil gets the win in her stakes debut for trainer Ralph Nix. Edgar Prado was the winning jockey for owner Keith Plaisance. Sweet Basil paid $14.80 to win. She's a perfect 3 for 3 here at Gulfstream Park.
Mucho
The horse racing industry is trying to convince the U.S. Department of Treasury to modernize regulations relating to parimutuel winnings.
Yeah, please lend your support today by completing an easy-to-use, self-populated message at NTRA.com. It takes less than 2 minutes.
That's NTRA.com. Go there and make your voice heard on this important issue. Thank you for your support.
Glad to have you back with us. Here's the 9th race. This is an allowance. 3-year-olds and up will be sprinting 5 furlongs on the turf course. A field of 9 set to go to the post.
And they're off. From the outside, Little Baker wins the break. Blue Skydiver moves to challenge, and here's Run for the Woods moving up. Redneck Humor between horses. He comes away in the top flight, and the gray Colonel Red is down toward the rail. Then it's Little Boltar and Little Baker, a length better than an outside running Grand Junior. Second last is Successful Native, and Red Rocket Express is last of all as they speed into the far turn. With the lead, Run for the Woods, a half a length in front. Redneck Humor second, Blue Skydiver 3 wide third. Colonel Red is pocketed up fourth from the outside. Little Baker now fifth, then Little Boltar. Running on from the back, Successful Native. Red Rocket Express still trails. Still 3 across the track as they run for the top of the stretch. Blue Skydiver on the outside takes the lead. Little Baker floated wide. Run for the Woods. Cuts the corner and Colonel Red looks for room. Still nothing decided yet. Little Baker coming over the top to take the lead. Blue Skydiver fights with him second. Back to third is on the outside. Here's Successful Native, but Little Baker's a winner. Little Baker wins it by a length and a quarter. Successful Native flew home to get second in front of Blue Skydiver and Redneck Humor in 55-3.
The 9-5 favorite Little Baker rewards his backers with a win in race 9. This was his 3rd straight victory. Jesus Rios was aboard for trainer Kirk Zadie and owners Theodore Miserak Jr. and Robin Miserak. Little Baker paid $5.60 to win. The Saturday finale is a $12,500 maiden claimer. Fillies and mares 3-year-olds and upward will be sprinting 5 furlongs on the turf course. Scratch the 7, the 9, and the 16, the 15. Wov will get in.
And runners away. From the inside, a little Smarty gets the first call up on the outside. Cookie Exchange and Far From Here move to challenge. Zip Runners up the inside. Breezy Song from the top shelf trying to get over, and so is Wove as they run down the back stretch. It's a length and a half back, taking it all in as Daddy's Reasons racing mid-flight, a half a length in front of an outside running Moon Solo Moon. Then it's a stretch of 2.5 lengths back to the outside Media Savvy as they speed around the far turn. Go further back toward the inside to Tora Katora with Grecian Lady, and last of all, the early trailer is Easy Loving. They run around the far turn with the lead now. It's still Far From Here on top by a length and a half, trying to run on from the backfield. Here's a run from Hillbilly Babe, who's inside while second. Breezy Song, the gray between them. Down the outside, a late run coming from Daddy's Reasons on the far outside. In deep stretch, Far From Here kept the business by Hernandez and 2 on top. From the outside, here's getting up for second, Daddy's Reasons with Breezy Song third. Far From Here won it. Daddy's Reasons and Breezy Song. Up next was Moon Solo Moon to complete your superfecta. 57-2 the time.
Far From Here at 20-1 pulls the upset in the 10th race. Harry Hernandez was aboard for trainer Juan Andres Rodriguez and owners Teamwork Horseman Group, Inc. Far From Here returned $43.60 to win. So let's get to the payoffs from our exotic wagers. The Pick 4 4-4 paid $1,278.75. The Pick 5 4 of 5 $62.90. 5 of 5 $6,869.75. And the Rainbow 6 6 of 6 paid $7,993.58. There will be a carryover heading into Sunday's card as there was no single winning ticket holder. That carryover will be $6,200.75. There's also a carryover in the Super High Five of $2,778.95.
That's going to do it for Saturday's card. Tomorrow is Sunday when we'll be right back at it with 9 more races. I'm looking forward to the 8th race, and that's going to be an allowance, a turf sprint for fillies and mares featuring Knox County Zip, who won her last start and in the start prior finished second to Little Michelle, who would go on to win the Gracie Handicap. A very nice filly there for trainer Carlo Vaccarezza. Knox County Zip, a 3-year-old filly from the Mike Trombetta barn. We'll see if she can win her second straight race. Of course, there'll be 8 other races on the card, so spend the rest of your weekend with us right here at Gulfstream. Thanks for watching Thoroughbred Action. I'm Katie Stazak.